Welcome to Build the Weight Loss Practice of Your Dreams. I'm your host, Carol Clark, and this whole month we are talking about how to be the weight loss practice that people love. So we've already spent some time talking about the business relationship, how that evolves and builds brand loyalty, all of the risks and the benefits of being the practice that people love. We talked about decision making, especially when they're difficult decisions, and we've also just really started to dive into that. And today I want to turn it around a little bit and talk about how important it is for you to truly love your practice and enjoy it, because life is too short if we are not loving and enjoying the practice that we work in. So it's really important. And I guess what I want to stress today is that anything really is possible. And all that, although that may sound a little pie in the sky, sure, Carol, but this is the way things work in medicine. This is the way I was trained. This is the situation that I'm in. There's lots of different things that play into but truly anything is possible if you take that risk. And I get to work with practices all the time who are starting some new services, or they're actually starting out fresh from scratch. They were always employed somewhere and now they're doing their own practice. They want to develop different services that perhaps can complement what it is that they offer. Mainly, they want to revamp their entire way that they deliver their services. They want to add a whole new product, retail stream into their practice. And literally, you can create whatever it is that you want, and anything truly is possible. So I want that really to be top of mind as I talk a little bit this week. But I'm going to share with you some really specific examples of how people have taken their situation and really not really realizing if it's possible or not, but made it happen. And they are falling in love with their practice as well. So I get to work, I'm really honored. I get to work with so many practices across the US, and everybody is different. Everybody has their own frustrations, everybody has their own strengths, and the bottom line is it's all about figuring out what you want and then putting a plan in place and the right people in place and making it happen, and doing that in a systematic format. And sometimes we just don't know what we don't know, and it's really helpful to just kind of take that time to think out of the box. So recently, I was working with a gynecologist. I don't always work with people from other practices, but a wonderful client referred me to this gynecologist, and they wanted to move away from obstetrics, focus only on gynecology, and really only like 5 primary procedures that are performed. And, you might think, well, that's really carving out a small niche there. But this physician was I loved it. I'm so blessed to get to work with so many smart, determined physicians and their teams that, it was what she wanted. So then it was just a matter of like, how do we make this happen? And it all happened. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's got a successful, of course, she already had a great following, and she's a very bright person, but she has a new practice that is exactly what she wants, with the team that she wanted, hand selected, and she's attracting, those patients for those 5 different primary gynecological procedures, and it's amazing. I've gotten to work with a bariatric surgeon who wanted to add some services into his practice that didn't necessarily 100% rely on him. So since that time, we've added some different services. We've added a whole retail sales, medical weight loss, and now there are additional revenue streams coming in that aren't 100% reliant on him. And it's been great. And it started out slow, but now it's catching up, and it's moving along. All you have to do is get your vision, figure out how you're going to get there, who are the people to be on the team, what are the steps that need to take place, whose responsibility is, hold them accountable, watching how things are moving, tweaking things as you go along, and it's a beautiful thing. I've also had the honor and pleasure of working with a bariatric surgeon who really wanted to modify some of the insurances that he accepted and also really boost cash pay services. And so, okay, that's what we do then. We put a plan in place. He's gone in 1 year, from 1% of his total cases being self-pay to almost 11% of his cases being self-pay. So it's just a matter of thinking what it is that you want that will help bring that added enjoyment or a goal that you have, and then how to put that into place. medical weight loss physicians. I've had the honor of working with some that really, once again, wanted to build more of a model that didn't rely solely on them, and also was a newer practice and wanted to make sure that marketing was in place to really show off this wonderful location and all the wonderful physician and the services that they offer there. And so that whole care delivery system and the whole marketing plan was put into place. And pretty quickly, she went up by new patient consults by about 60%, which was remarkable. So there is just about anything that you think about, that you think that you want, you can actually make happen. I know we do this all the time in our own practice. We'll figure out what's working really well, what's not, what are some other ideas, put together a plan, and then just work to make it happen. One of my biggest frustrations, I know I've talked about this before, is that I was paying money for advertising and for marketing that was bringing in nothing, a bunch of impressions and vanity statistics that didn't bring people through the door. So it was a frustration. So we just say, like, how can we change this? I think we can do it better in-house. We can learn this, and we did. And over time, it's been remarkable. I literally spend zero on advertising now. So it's something that if you put your mind to it, you set a plan into place, you are willing to tweak it as you go along, it is something that is remarkably impressive and something that's a huge accomplishment. Now I'm actually working, and we'll probably get into a little bit more about, at the other end of the spectrum, when you're ready to pare back and you're ready to change things up and you're ready to decrease the services that you offer, how to manage that as well. So I guess my point here is just to really realize that anything is possible if you have a passion for it and you have a vision for it, and then just putting together the right team and a plan that can help make that happen. And it sounds sort of nebulous, pie in the sky, but it's not. You get into I'm a very, very detail-oriented person. I'm a numbers person, so it's a matter of creating that and then making it happen. So really, as we go through this, we want you to love your practice as well. We want patients to love it, but we want you to love it as well, and your team. So these are just a couple of things that help. If you're delivering the services that you want to deliver, you're delivering them in the manner that you want to deliver them to the people that you want to serve, it does help create a truly healthy and great relationship with your own practice. So just wanted to mention that. There is a free download if you want, weightlosspracticebuilder.com/free, that has all the different love trainings from this month, all about how to be the weight loss practice that people love. And if you have something in particular you want to talk about, reach out to me, Carol, Karol, at weightlosspracticebuilder.com. If you're a Bariatric Business Boss member, I can't wait till our next meeting, and excited to share some new things coming along. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Continue to, love on your patients and build the practice that you love as well. In the meantime, take care.